Kerala shut schools and offices to curb deadly Nipah virus. India's southern state of Kerala has closed some schools, offices and public transport to curb the spread of the Nipah virus, which has killed 2 people and infected an adult and a child in the hospital. The virus is spread via contact with bodily fluids of infected bats, pigs or people. The state's health minister Veena George said that the virus detected in Kerala was the Bangladesh variant, which spreads from human to human with a high mortality rate. Public movement has been restricted in parts of the state to contain the medical crisis. Strict isolation rules have been adopted, with medical staff being quarantined after contact with the infected. The Nipah virus was first identified in 1999 during an outbreak of illness among pig farmers and others in close contact with the animals in Malaysia and Singapore. Let's hope they contain this virus really quick before this becomes another problem that gets out of hand and we start having more unnecessary government intrusions into our lives. Let's hope and pray. Oil prices extend multi-month high on supply concerns. Oil prices reach a 10-month high on September 13, 2023 due to concerns over tight crude supply for the rest of the year. Saudi Arabia and Russia's extension of crude oil production cuts to the end of the year will result in a substantial market deficit through the fourth quarter, according to International Energy Agency. The continuing supply cuts could lift Brent futures above $100 a barrel before the end of the year. The IEA's fourth quarter demand growth forecast was revised down by 600,000 barrels per day, which is a significant adjustment. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries stuck to its forecast and robust growth in global oil demand in 2023 and 2024. 4 oil ports shut in by powerful storms in Libya reopened on September 13. With more weather conditions getting out of hand, more hurricanes and tsunamis, there's a high probability that oil prices will continue going up, and by the looks of China's economy and the world's growth rate right now, doesn't seem like there's going to be much demand for oil in the next coming months. But that would not change the fact that if supply continues to remain low, we would be facing a crisis whereby oil prices start going up and the cost of everything will follow suit. UK economy stumbles in July. The UK economy contracted by 0.5% in July from June, worse than all forecasts in Reuters' poll of economies that had pointed to a contraction in gross domestic product. All major sectors of the economy, services, manufacturing and construction declined in July, with strikes in hospitals and schools weighing on output. The ONS said the health sector was the biggest driver behind the 0.5% drop in services output and cited industrial action by senior and junior doctors as a cause of appointment cancellations. Schools in England also saw strikes. Unusually wet weather in July hurt output in retail and construction companies, the ONS said. The data underlined signs that Britain's economy is weakening, perhaps by more than the Bank of England had expected ahead of its September interest rates meetings. The economy everywhere in the world is on a decline. Nobody seems to want to address the elephant in the room, which is a declining in demographics and a declining in the youth population and an increase in the youth unemployment. If there are less people and less younger people that are going to be entering the economy and going to be stirring the economy, you're not going to have economic growth. I really do not know what all these economists are thinking, but I'm sure they all have wishful thinking that things would just go back to the way it was, and that is actually known as a recency bias. Therefore, it is very difficult for people to actually see what's going on if all the economists are all having a bias when they make their predictions of the future. Planet in habitable zone could have rare oceans and a possible sign of life. New evidence from the James Webb Space Telescope suggests that the exoplanet K2-18b, located 120 light-years from Earth, may have conditions suitable for water and potentially life. K2-18b orbits a cool dwarf star within the habitable zone and is 8.6 times more massive than Earth. Webb's observation revealed an atmosphere rich in methane and carbon dioxide, with a scarcity of ammonia, hinting at a hydrogen-rich atmosphere, also with the presence of carbon, considered a building block of life on Earth. Earlier, the Hubble Space Telescope detected water vapor in the planet's atmosphere. Moreover, the discovery of dimethyl sulfide on K2-18b, a molecule produced by life on Earth, raises intriguing possibilities. Although scientists remain cautious about definitively confirming the presence of life, the findings expand our understanding of exoplanets. Many mysteries about such worlds remain, and further research is essential. Who knows, we might just find another planet out there that's habitable, and maybe all the elites and all the rich people will just sit on a rocket ship and leave this planet, leaving us to ourselves so that we can actually do something with this Earth. without having all these overbearing governments and elites controlling every aspect of our lives. Coinbase to implement Bitcoin Lightning Network. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong has announced that the company will integrate the Bitcoin Lightning Network to enable cheaper and faster transactions. The move will see Coinbase join other exchanges like Binance, Bitstamp, and Kraken in implementing the solution as competition for global market increases. The Lightning Network is a Layer 2 scaling solution that will improve transaction speeds and was created to aid the network in competing with newer solutions that integrate faster and cheaper payments. Coinbase's global expansion plan is also on track, with the company looking to challenge Binance in international markets. The implementation of the Lightning Network will give Coinbase an edge, or at least put the company on the same line with rivals who have previously implemented the solution. It's very difficult for Coinbase to gain an edge in this market simply because they are an American company and the American regulations are very uncertain as long as Gary Gensler is in power. Therefore, there doesn't seem much that Coinbase can do until the regulatory environment in the US changes. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. Please like, share and subscribe. I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.